All right, the Yalta European Strategy annual meeting kicked off yesterday as leaders are meeting to talk about the major issues facing the European region. Ukrainian President Poroshenko, who during the conference called Russia a threat to the entire democratic world. Joining us live from the conference in Kiev right now is Fox News contributor Judith Miller. Judy, good to see you. Tell us what's happening on the ground there in Kiev this morning.
Well, all, Maria, of the Ukraine seems to be here. There are 350 people who have come from all over Europe to discuss the future of this country. President Poroshenko told me this morning that Russia is now waiting to see what the West will do, what we will do. At the moment, he announced, for the first time, there has been no shelling in the disputed territory that Russia's occupying. No shelling for the first time, but he said he doesn't know what's going to happen because they don't know what Putin is thinking about further moves. He could just be distracted by Syria. We know that Europe is distracted by the huge refugee crisis, but in the meantime, this country is fighting for its life.
And in terms of leaders from the U.S., who can you talk to about? Tell us about who is there, who are participating in these conversations about Putin and Russia.
Well, at the moment, Ms. Newland is here. There are people from the academic world. General Petraeus is here. Stan McChrystal is here, the general who is talking about the European aid and American assistance, especially to the 300,000-man Ukrainian army. You know, Maria, this country has basically rebuilt its army in less than a year. And the only real form of assistance, apart from loan guarantees that this country has, is the military assistance. So listening to our generals, our former generals, talk about the crisis that Ukrainian is facing is really kind of shocking. Everyone says Ukraine is doing well, but they need much more assistance from the West. We are not providing them anything except defensive equipment, basically night vision goggles, Humvees, bulletproof vests. They need radar systems. They need to do something about the 8,000 Russian troops that are still in the disputed territory, the Donbass, as it's called. They are not going back. The Russians agreed to go back in something called the Minsk Agreement, but they have not honored that agreement. So the world is waiting to see what Putin will do.
Yeah. All right. We'll be watching your writings, Judy, as you cover it at the Yalta Conference. Thanks so much for joining us. Judy Miller live in Kiev, and Martin Soros.